You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by mocktailsmixoff.com. Today, final day to submit your recipe. So if you haven't done it yet, do it now. Did I tell you guys how a couple years ago, the winner, they Googled, I asked the guys, oh, it's good. Where'd you come up with this drink? He goes, I Googled good recipes. And then I made a few little changes, and then I called it my own. And he won $1,000 for that. It's pretty cool.
It's almost like we should have reported him to the IRS.
No. It was brilliant. And if you haven't yet done it, submit yours today. Mocktailsmixoff.com. Today's the deadline. Dan, what you got, man?
Let's see. I know you guys are big fans. Sammy Davis Jr. born this day.
Oh, yeah.
He was the Candyman. Man.
Candyman.
Heidi's not a fan of his music.
Part of the Rat Pack.
She also doesn't like the Beatles. I'm ratting her out.
What are you going to do? I always dug Sammy. He was just kind of cuckoo crazy. That's what he was.
Kind of a groovy man.
Speaking of cuckoo crazy, Sinead O'Connor's 55 today.
She kind of went nutso, didn't she?
She did. She kind
of. She has an album dropping this year and apparently a tour or something from what I read, because it was
Really?
as soon as I came across it, it's her birthday, I thought, well, what is she up to now?
Huh.
Well, this is important to know, too. She's actually going by Shuada Sagaway.
Okay.
As of 2018, because back in 2017, she switched her name to Magna David.
Of course.
But now she's Shuadas. Yikes, nobody cares. Care about this, man. One of my favorite rock and roll bands growing up. It's still one of my favorite rock and roll bands. Jim Morrison, frontman for The Doors.
Oh, yeah.
Born this day. And, of course, the 27 Club, that era. Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, and which you probably don't know, the man who started it all, actually, because I'm kind of a blues guy too, Robert Johnson.
And you said I wouldn't know.
Wow, I'm impressed. Robert Johnson.
Yeah, I watched a documentary about it.
Yeah.
Pretty creepy.
Yeah, passed mysteriously at 27.
The Crossroads, I think is what
Robert Johnson, that's what started the Crossroads thing.
Yeah, see?
Nobody gets that
Dan?
good, that fast, cranks out that much music,
Yeah.
that fast. He must have done a deal with the devil.
All this stuff we know. Dan, are we best friends now?
Blues legend.
Are we best friends?
Well, let's just say, yes, sure, we're a little closer than we were just a minute ago.
Did we just become best
what an
friends?
enormous day historically. Holy cow. 1941, this day, then President Franklin Roosevelt delivers his Day of Infamy speech to Congress. Day after, of course, the bombing of Pearl Harbor. That's the 80th anniversary.
It is.
By the way, then United States and Britain declare war on Japan.
Yeah.
Day, and the U.S. Enters World War II.
Yeah, officially. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people who don't know think, well, we went to war with Germany. Originally, it was like, hey, Japan. Here we go. Well, the United States got into World War II, and we were just backing off. We were watching it unfold. Nobody wanted to get involved and say, well, it's a European thing, da-da-da-da-da. And then Pearl Harbor happened, and finally we went.
We're like, yep, now we're involved.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, this is awesome. 1872. And I know you guys have been happily married for, 48 years now?
Yeah, 20.
Seems like,
Roughly at
almost 22.
Seems twice as long as I actually have been, says the woman.
It does.
1870. Talk about a go-getter overachiever, man. This is just inspirational. This day, religious leader Brigham Young, age 71, marries his 55th wife.
Yeah.
Holy
so you got
cow.
That name. Bring many and bring them young.
The lovely, talented Hannah Tapfield in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Huh.
That bathroom had to be just a disaster.
Right?
Undies and stuff hanging everywhere, all over the shower rod. It was 1982. It was in all the papers. Norman Mailer was his name, and Norman was having a rough day. Holds the Washington Monument hostage. That's quite a feat all by itself.
Yeah.
Because that's a pretty big monument.
Yeah.
It is.
So, Norm straps himself to the monument. Norm appeared to be strapped with explosives and made demands to end nuclear weapons worldwide.
Yeah, that's probably not going to work.
And after a 10-hour standoff, oh, my goodness, with all kinds of negotiations and Norman making threats, blah, 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 blah. Well, police killed him.
Ooh.
Turns out Norm had no explosives. So, hey, win-win. I know, and you know, and we all know. We just forge ahead here.
We're going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you this week by mocktailsmixoff.com. Again, today is your final day to register. Tomorrow we'll announce the winners, the register. What do you call them again? The people who submitted? The
contestants.
That's the thing.
Wow.
I think we're done here. Go to the website, mocktailsmixoff.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Wednesday?
It's that time of year where there's get-togethers, there's company parties, there's relatives get-togethers, visiting, and there's stuff pretty stressful because everybody, in the fam or whatever usually has that one relative. Here's a breakout. Amazing kind of a study here from studyfinds.org. 3 in 5 Americans, 3 in 5, dread going to family gatherings during the holidays.
That is sad.
They surveyed over 2,000 Americans over the age of 21, all whom typically do, in fact, attend large gatherings during the holiday season. Almost 2/3 of those polled, 63%, agree that there's always at least one family member who takes things too far when it comes to
politics.
Indulging.
Oh.
In other
in the
words,
alcohol.
going face down and into the hooch. Meanwhile, 58% agree that their entire family drinks too much. Well, that would include them, I would guess, if
I
it's
would
the
assume.
entire family. So who's most likely to over-imbibe and do something shockingly stupid? 1/3 of respondents say they can count on that behavior from their uncle. It's always the crazy uncle. Yep, he's between jobs. Usually find him on your couch when you get up in the morning. The survey also revealed that a little more than half, about 54% of respondents, know that someone is going to have to apologize the morning after the family gathering. You get on the old horn ski and just start dialing around going,
I am so sorry.
Yep. Additional 47% say politics is their least favorite discussion during these parties, with more intimate ones like family gossip. 42% can't stand it. Personal drama, 41%. And Americans add that mom, 31%, and dad, 30%, lead the charge in bringing up uncomfortable subjects.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
How about that?
I've seen that a lot. Yeah.
No, you do that a lot.
Who? What, for my kids, you mean?
I'm a bystander. Yeah. We need to find our son a date. How about no?
I just did that the other day.
Why no? That's why I'm laughing at
The
you.
best part is, I don't know if we ever talked about this on the air. I think this is hilarious. A year ago, it was like February of last year, he agreed to let us set up a dating profile for him.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Heidi's on her computer over there working on this thing. And then we don't know how that stuff works. We've been married 22 years. So she swiped the wrong way on a bunch of stuff. And Troy's looking at this dating profile, and it was only people over 40 with neck tattoos. He's like, thanks, Mom.
Awesome.
He's like, thank you, Mom, for your help. I
I'm not
appreciate
sure how
that.
you filtered these down, but for our 25-year-old son. Oh, Dan, thanks for that.
That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good luck plowing through the holidays with all this, man. It looks like most everybody's burdened by something or another, and that's just kind of how it is. Love them anyway.
Yes. And if you're looking for some drink recipes with no booze, that's what we're doing next week at the Mocktails Mix-Off. And today is your final day to get your recipe submitted to win $1,000. All of those details at mocktailsmixoff.com. I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let betterresultsadvertising.com weekday.com. Bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris, what do you got for us on this Wednesday?
First of all, I want to welcome Dr. Gabe and Sioux Falls foot specialist.
Absolutely.
To Sunny 93 point.
That's very exciting.
Dr. Gabe, yeah. I mean, he's been a podiatry expert for, 20 years? A little
I
more
have
than 20
been to
years?
see him.
You've met
He's a
Dr.
very
Gabe?
good
Great dude.
doctor.
And I think, I've known Gabe for 7-8 years?
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Very
Something
nice
like
guy.
that. Yeah.
Very kind man.
He is Sioux Falls foot and ankle pain specialist. Whatever the issue is, he can and will fix your wagon
There we go.
Nice.
and your foot and ankle.
There we go.
Which, if your wagon's broken, bring it in. Who knows?
I don't know if
Great.
he fixes wagons, but he does fix feet.
Specializing in foot and ankle pain, and also, and this is kind of cool too. Dr. Gabe happens to have a Master of Science in Ministry
Oh, nice.
as
Oh.
well. So yeah,
He's a good dude.
He's the real deal,
Yeah.
and he's a heck of a bunch of fun, and it's all he does. And unlike, and I know you can get this kind of service, whatever, at the hospitals and things, but why would you park in a ramp and walk 2 miles to get to that appointment when you're having foot problems?
Right.
Park at the door.
Dr.
Hobble
Gabe
in,
parked
he'll help
right
you out.
at the door. Yeah, in fact, we dig him so much, we kind of threw in, as far as people getting a hold of him, you want to end your foot and ankle pain now, it's just Stop Foot Pain /Sunny Radio. Just dial it right up on the webs there, Stop Foot Pain /Sunny Radio. Or give them a call at 274-2564. And it is Wednesday. How about an oil change? Anybody from Tire Motive?
Sure.
Ready for that?
All right, driven by service on North Marion Road. What did I do with that name, John? You had Graham Wilson.
Yes.
There we go.
Wilson.
I know Graham. He's a nice dude.
Oh, and it's so cool because going on right now at Tire Motive, every single oil change they do through the holidays, a portion of those proceeds are going to be kicked back to Gail and the team at Big Paws Canine Foundation.
Love that.
Yep.
which
Love
is
that.
an excellent organization and a great partnership. So, hey, you got to get your wheels done anyway, because now apparently the cold weather actually is here.
Yeah.
It sure looks
to
like
probably
it.
stay, but just for the next 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
Although it got really nice yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, it was
after
like
the snow
nice.
I woke up and there was snow. I was like, oh no. But then it got pretty nice in the afternoon.
Yeah,
so.
it's darn near tropical.
When I was out
there.
shoveling in my Crocs, it was pretty cold.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Shoveling.
All righty then. We've covered some of these over the past couple of years, but there's some that I was not aware of. Laws get written and laws get written and laws get written, but kind of seldom do they get taken off the book.
Oh, yeah.
And here's a handful of really strange laws just in the state of South Dakota that are still laws. They
Okay.
are still. You could be prosecuted for this. I doubt you would be, but who knows? In the state of South Dakota, you're not allowed to lay down or fall asleep in a cheese factory.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So at some point there
Keep
was
me away from the cheese
there was
factory.
a problem. Every hotel must have twin beds 2 feet apart, and you shall not get involved in any hanky-panky between the beds.
Oh, goodness.
Not sure who's monitoring this, but
But I'm pretty sure it's no longer being
In the
enforced.
state of South Dakota?
nothing creepy there. You're out and about, you're doing your thing. This is just a good idea anyway, but it is actually a state law. You are not allowed to disturb a mink den.
In the
Oh,
state
yeah,
of South
that's
Dakota.
probably a good idea.
State of South Dakota, John.
They're mean.
Minks are?
Yes.
And John, you're a homeboy here. This is out of Huron.
what's this
is
one?
just in Huron. You How random is this? But it's an actual law. It's against the law to create static.
To create
To
static?
create static.
Probably because of one of my relatives.
Who knows?
He's creating static. We should
Well,
make that illegal.
And this one makes sense because it's kind of a poaching thing, but it expressly says a spotlight. You do not use a spotlight while hunting.
That is also because of some of your relatives.
Yeah, my brother got in trouble for doing that, actually. They weren't hunting. They were out in the country shooting cans. And they
Yeah,
had a
they
spotlight
were.
to do it because it got dark out.
Can't do it. This one is pretty intricate. Against the law in South Dakota to try to convince a pacifist to renounce his beliefs by threatening to arm wrestle him. How great is that?
What a random. That's a law.
I love that.
Excuse me, sir. Turn around. We're gonna They have to pat you down, cuff you, bring you downtown.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that is pretty awesome.
Well, I love those, Dan. Thank you for finding that.
Yep, and you shall never use a throwing star in Sicedon.
Really?
Yes.
French.
A ninja throwing star. And again, Sicedon is under French rule, and they...
Probably why.
You know, you throw a star and everybody just surrenders, and then you own Sicedon. It's pretty much that simple.
Very nice.
All right, there you go.
Thank you very much, Dan. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by mocktailsmixoff.com. Go there today and register. It's your final day for a chance to win $1,000 with your drink recipe. All the details at mocktailsmixoff.com.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. Bettercreditcards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and we've got Dr. Harley. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
Good morning, John. A little cold this week, but
Yeah, it's like the real winter might be here now.
oh yeah, not looking forward to it.
Kind of feels like it. And you guys are all festive in your office, all decorated for Christmas, got the lights up and the tree up, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So, but as we get close to the holidays, we got other fun stuff to talk about too, don't we?
Yeah, less than 3 weeks to Christmas. That's exciting. Starting to look towards January, right? Everyone's like, new year, new me, starting to make these. So that's kind of what I want to talk about in the next couple of weeks is just things to start kicking off your new year just right. Now, a lot of people, what do most people do for a living?
A lot of people sit in an office chair all day. We just learned that the average office chair with wheels travels 8 miles a year. Isn't that weird?
Oh, that's some interesting fact.
Yeah, that's how much they gets rolled around. So that must mean there's a lot of people rolling around a little bit in those chairs.
Yeah, I mean, most people sit all day, every day, right? And they say sitting is the new smoking, right? But you're like, okay, well, this is my job. What am I supposed to do, right? It depends on your workplace, but trying to take some breaks, throughout the hour, stand up, stretch, go get a drink of water, get some more coffee or something, just, moving more.
Yeah, so a little more motion.
Mm-hmm. Now, next step would be doing some, what stretching can I do at my desk? I get asked that a lot.
And we're sitting in chairs. For people on the radio, they're not going to be able to see this, but she's going to show me. So I know what I'm doing here.
So just kind of talking about it. It's like when you're sitting, trying to maintain good posture. So you're not, hunched forward. You're not leaning too far back, that kind of stuff. But
so she's sitting straight up as she's telling us this one.
Yeah. So as you're sitting, you're feeling like your shoulders are really tight, right? Because you're sitting at a keyboard the whole time. So if you grab the underside of your chair, like with your hand, and just like lean your head, different directions. Obviously we do that stretch a lot, but by holding your hand down under your chair, that forces your shoulder to stay down. So that's going to help you get more of a deeper stretch in those trap muscles, your big shoulder muscles, just going in a lot of different directions, moving that kind of stuff.
I see 3 people behind us that are doing this right now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my office staff, they sit all day too. So it's good to get them stretching, that kind of stuff. Now, that's some good stuff to do just at your desk. Also working on your pecs, opening up your chest muscles, stretching that way because you're sitting forward posture all the time. So it's important to make sure you're standing up straight.
So then the pecs thing, that would just be putting your arms out to the sides on both sides?
Yeah. Or if you grab a doorway, just kind of stretching a different doorway. Like imagine you're going to go throw a baseball, right? How would you warm up your arms? Doing some stretches, stuff like that.
Very, very cool.
Now, if you work in a really great workplace and they are friendly and want to help you maintain your health, right? You could even talk to your HR department about getting more an ergonomically friendly desk setup, right? Oh, yeah. So people are like, so what should I get? What should I do? Do I need to get a standing desk? Do I a sit to stand desk is always a great option because then you're not sitting all day. Trying to get something to stand up throughout some parts of the day can help, take that load off your lower back, of course. But even with that, still, you want to make sure that your monitor, if you're staring at a computer screen all day, is right in eye levels. You don't want to be looking down. You don't want to be looking up. Nice and eye level.
So if you're standing, you want to have it so that goes up with you.
Yep. So still eye level there. And then, your desk, how you are typing, you want your arms to be nice and level. You don't want to be leaning forward. You don't want to be leaning back, but staying at a good neutral posture. And for me, in my office, it looks like I have my chair all the way down as far down as it goes and my computer desk up and my computer as high up as it goes. Because I do a lot of sitting when I'm not seeing patients. So that's a big part is just trying to maintain that neutral posture.
And if people would like to ask questions or maybe have things that they're wondering about, how do they reach out to you to get some information?
Yeah, of course. And if unfortunately you're not lucky enough to be able to get some of those ergonomic standpoints in your office place, you're going to have some back pain, right? I would love to, sit down and talk with you about how we can help, improve that so it's not affecting your quality of work.
And they just reach out like through the website, or what's the best way?
Yeah, they can give us a call at 605-215-1785. Shoot us a message on Facebook at Balanced Life Chiropractic.
And they have a website as well, balancedlifesd.com.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day, whether you buy these weird gifts or not. It's worth checking out. Just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for the newsiest news we do. It's time for local news with award-winning news journalist, Mr. Dan Farris.
Midnight oil, wear open shoe leather, bang on desk, man answers. That's what I do. Who wants to go down to North Carolina? Anybody? Columbus County, North Carolina. This story is just really kind of different.
Oh, what's
Woman arrested earlier this week, several drug charges. Authorities received an anonymous tip that she was preparing to smoke marijuana during a Facebook Live event.
Okay.
Really no big deal, but here's the skinny. Authorities got the phone call about 9:15 a.m. The Columbus County Sheriff's Office were notified that Candace Keene, age 33, was in fact preparing marijuana to be smoked in a live stream on Facebook.
Okay.
Well, investigators, more out of curiosity than anything, reviewed the social media account and were darn excited to not only see old Candace there toking herself to heaven and back. And
there you go.
Fortunately, in the shot was also several other narcotics. In the background, behind Candace. Authorities showed up, several prescription narcotics, not prescribed to Candace, and paraphernalia, and on and on and on and on.
Did they arrest her on Facebook Live?
Well, no, the event was over.
Cool.
John.
That would have been cool, though.
They missed their window of opportunity.
So they kind of stuffed Miss Keene in the old patrol car there, where she immediately started threatening to pee.
Of course. Well, classy.
Yeah, so she's sitting in the hoosegow there. She's got $5,000 bail pending, and we'll see what happens. But there you go. There's just another great case to make for legalization of marijuana. So
Not exactly
yes.
sure how that makes the
Candace went crazy. Wonder who turned her in, and how did why would you do a Facebook event?
I don't know.
I'm going to smoke marijuana live.
Ooh, let's all watch.
Ooh, hit like. I'm a social media influencer.
Be sure to hit that share button.
Who wants to do a little sports, shall we?
Sure.
That brought to you by Bert and the fantastic team at hockey headquarters over there in the Sandburg. See, I said Sandburg because I went to Carl Sandburg Junior High.
Oh, yeah. But that's not where this is.
No, this is the Sanford Sports Complex.
Yeah.
And so far there is not a Sanford Junior High, but it's just a matter of time.
There could be soon.
Okay, hockey and figure skating over 2,000 square feet right off to the side of great gift items for the hockey fan in your life too. Hockey headquarters. The new power rankings are out going into week 14 of the NFL season. This thing's been a whole jumbled mess, man, pretty much all year. People trading places on this, but hey, any given Sunday, things change.
Yeah.
Right.
Think of it this way. It wasn't many weeks ago that the Vikings were actually in the top 10 in this.
I remember that.
Here are the top 5 in the power rankings, the ones to watch, the ones that are, in fact, pretty much clinched for playoffs, and at least one of them is going to be going to the Super Bowl. At number 5, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Again.
Patriots at 4. I got to tell you what, Bill Belichick, I don't care who you put in a Patriots uniform, Belichick's got to be one of the greatest coaches of all time. It just doesn't matter.
Right.
He comes up winning. It's crazy. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at number 3. The Packers holding the number 2 position. And it's so weird because you hear very little about them at all. The number 1 power ranked team in the NFL right now, the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty darn good. Shall we bottom dwell here?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, the bottom 5, the Texans, the Jaguars, the Jets, the Saints, which is surprising. But boy, they've just stumbled huge this year. But here's the big thing. The Detroit Lions, who have been dead last at number 32 out of 32 teams, pretty much like all season long, they jumped up 2 slots to number 30. You know why?
Ooh, why?
Because they beat the Minnesota Vikings Sunday. That's why.
I learned the proper way to say Detroit this weekend, too.
Yeah, Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, that's French. We don't speak French
That's
here,
the
John.
French version. That's the original version.
Your Minnesota Vikings, hey Vikes fans, they're sitting at number 20 because, well, yeah, just because they're at number 20. And again, they play Thursday night. They are going to beat the Steelers 23. Vikings 23, Steelers less than 23. And hey guys, here's a little tip. Speaking of the Vikings, if you are one of those single men who are just kind of freaked out by commitment, date a Vikings fan. The chances are she ain't looking for a ring. From the sunny 93.3 News Desk, I'm Dan Farris. Minding you, if it's news to me. Thanks for watching, and gosh darn it, good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. Equities continue to bounce back Tuesday as traders and investors reassess the risk of the new variant of COVID. While still a concern, it looks like the variant produces a less severe case of COVID and may not cause much damage to the economy. The S&P 500 advanced more than 2% at the high of the day and came close to setting a new all-time high. Tech stocks were among the big winners, with chip stocks and Apple moving up 4% and 3% respectively. But all 13 S&P sectors were higher. Traders are cautioned, however, that key economic data is due out later this week and could cap gains. The monthly read of the CPI is due out Friday and is expected to be hot. The question is, how hot, and how will the market react? Hot inflation is ultimately a bad thing for the economy, but could sustain the market rally until consumption begins to wane. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.